do for our kids. I mean, immunity and all those, keeping them well, their heart, their lungs, it's really doing well. And I don't know if you ever thought about a combination of that, maybe because it's not FDA approved, I don't know.
Yeah, if I could just comment, there is a cell therapy that is currently in an open label extension and placebo-controlled trials. That's Capricor's deramiocel, which actually utilizes cardiosphere-derived cells. There's really no, the data on the open label extension using objective MRI data really looks spectacular. There's an FDA AdCom considering approval that'll take place in late July. There's really no reason why a therapy like that could not be used synergistically with gene therapy. It wouldn't necessarily be done at the same time, but certainly sequentially. A therapy like that, a cell therapy like that, it doesn't. These cell therapies oftentimes don't work through engraftment. They really work where the cells actually hone to, say, the pulmonary vasculature, and they secrete these vesicles or membrane-laden vesicles called exosomes, which actually have the cargo, which actually are helpful to the disease process. So they don't. The cell therapy or the stem cell therapy don't really work through engraftment, but they have systemic effects. And originally, that therapy was actually done with direct coronary artery infusions, similar to the last gene therapy approach, or the SERPA2A that you heard about. But then we actually moved into IV administration, which I think was a lot less burdensome to patients, and turned out to be seemingly efficacious and safe.
Could I add one thing to it as well? So, and just because I want to be clear for this community and parents, when we talk about stem cells, there are these places you fly to Dominican Republic and give them a bag of cash and they say they'll inject you with stem cells.
Yeah, I'm not saying do that.
Yeah, don't do that. That's fraudulent. There's no evidence of those things. But there's really interesting work. Again, I have no skin, no relationship with the company, but there's really also interesting work specific to the stem cell population of muscle, which are called satellite cells. And clever approaches to those tire out over time. Satellite cells in muscle, when your muscle degenerates, these cells make new muscle and then repopulate themselves. And over time, when muscle is being continuously turned over, like in Duchenne dystrophy, those peter out. And a colleague of ours, a really great scientist, Mike Rudnicki, has developed an approach that really looks like, in animal models, an orally available agent that re-stimulates those satellite cells in a way that may in fact be the first sort of muscle stem cell directed therapy to reach clinical trials. And I'm not touting it, it's only animal data, but I do know it is reaching clinical trials within the next calendar year or so. So we may exactly be in that position where we're giving a gene therapy or an exon skipping therapy or whatever, and at the same time reboosting the stem cell population that lives in muscle already.